All right, pop quiz. But don't worry, no matter how you respond, you'll still get a glass of wine at the end. The question is, how do you pronounce this word? If you said Schioppetino, you are right. That was Schioppetino. Hi there, I'm Jacqueline for Vero, where we go around the world searching out wild and scarce wines that are hard to find in the US for consumers, businesses, and distributors to try. Today, I have 3 of those wines to taste, all iterations of the Schioppetino grape. But first, let's do a quick review of this grape. If you remember from our last video, Schioppetino is an indigenous red grape variety from Italy that is used to make the eponymously named red wine. You will most often hear it used in reference to the appellation Friuli Orientale DOC Schioppetino di Prapoto, or a Schioppetino from Prapoto. Prapoto is an area of Friuli Venezia Giulia in northeastern Italy that is particularly well suited to growing the native Schioppetino, as it boasts a unique microclimate with high diurnal fluctuation, or cool nights and warm days, that benefit the grape's characteristic balance of acidity and ripe fruits. As well, Prapoto has a famous soil called ponca that is a blend of chalky clay and sandstone that further contributes to Schioppetino's excellence, as the ponca helps enhance the wine's structure and concentration. But it's also believed that they help contribute to the distinctive rotundone compound that gives Schioppetino a distinct flavor that we're going to talk about later. And it is in this area of Prapoto that we find Vigna Petrussa, a winery owned and run by women for 3 generations. Certified sustainable, one could say they specialize in Schioppetino wines, as winemaker Vigna Petrussa was a part of the movement to help save Schioppetino from extinction. But that is a story we'll be talking about in the future. So be sure to subscribe here and go to verovino.com to sign up for our newsletter, where you can stay up to date with all upcoming articles and videos. Let's get back to the wines that I have here with me now. These are all 3 from Vigna Petrussa and demonstrate the fantastic versatility of Schioppetino across different winemaking techniques and aging styles. As we touched on in our previous video all about Schioppetino, it's a great wine for all types of wine lovers, whether you love red, white, or even cocktails. Schioppetino has iterations that have great fruity flavors, nice acidity, and approachable tannins. And the intriguing black pepper notes also that are there will help make this a go-to wine that you always want to have in your cellar. All right, first up will be Rinera. This Schioppetino is technically not a part of the DOC that we mentioned at the beginning of this video because it's entirely steel aged with no oak barrels used. Let's try it. This is a laid-back version of Schioppetino. It could even be enjoyed lightly chilled, I think. And I can taste the black pepper that almost borders on a green peppercorn. And there's super fresh and crunchy red berries that come through as well. It's easy to drink with just a hint of tannin and the juicy fruits that really come through. And I think this would be a great middle ground for people that aren't a huge fan of red wines, especially when chilled. All right. Now on to Schioppetino number 2, our classic Schioppetino di Prapoto. Fermented with its native yeast, it's aged for 2+ years in large oak barrels. Let's try it. All right, right away we can see the difference in the color and the oak influence, as this has a lot more garnet than the other one did. And those flavors of fresh, cracked black pepper really pop at the first thing in my mouth, with these notes of a juicy red cranberry that follows, and tart blueberries as well. And the nose is fantastic. There are the fruity and peppery notes that you get on the palate as well, but you smell a spicy, earthy aroma that comes through that mixes with the smell of winery, like kind of a barrel room. All right, and Schioppetino number 3, Schioppetino di Prapoto Riserva. This is only made in special years when everything is just right and to winemaker Vigna Petrussa's perfect liking. The Schioppetino is also fermented with its native yeasts, but this Riserva is aged in small barrels with more oak exposure for a longer 3-year period, plus extra bottle resting time. The result? Let's find out. All right. Ooh. There are a lot of callbacks to the classic iteration here in the Reserva, but overall, we taste a smoother sensation. There's that black pepper flavor, characteristic with the rotundone of Schioppettinos. There's the tannins and the acidity, and it's all smoothed out thanks to the extra aging. The pepper and black plum flavors are even more standout and even more intense here than in the classic version. You can taste the extra aging that goes into this wine. Fantastic. And one last honorable mention that unfortunately I don't have here with me today, but that is Perla Nera. Made with 100% Schioppetino that has undergone a passimento, or being air-dried, it is an Amarone-like version of Schioppetino. Prepoto offers itself particularly well to this style of wine, as the strong Bora winds that blow through the area help to appassire and dry the grapes. That wine is winemaker Vigna Petrussa's callback to her father, as this was one of his favorite ways to enjoy Schioppetino. With that wine, the pepper notes will blend into a deep, thick blackberry note and flavor. The wine is thick and sumptuous and perfect for sipping and meditating after dinner or a rich meal. All right, now it's your turn to do the tasting. Head over to verovino.com where you can find all of these wines available in the Vero shop for purchase to have them shipped right to you at your home, or contact us if you are in a business or a distributor for more information on our wholesale services. And that's all for today. Now, I've got 3 great wines open here, so I'm going to go enjoy them. Thank you for joining me in this Schioppetino tasting. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe here and on verovino.com to the newsletter to not miss the next installment of our Schioppetino series. If you wanted to refresh yourself on the Schioppetino grape, check out this video here, and I'll see you in that video. Bye-bye.